Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special event. The Nerds at Large reaction to the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
You best believe it's special.
Or I guess the Super Mario Bros. Movie Direct. In his own Direct. And I was like, we're not just dropping that trailer. We're going to make it special.
I ain't messing around.
Gonna get them clicks, gonna get them live reactions.
You're Jeff, I'm Darby. I don't know if we said that, but
Oh yeah.
shit, man. All right, we're not ready. You're not ready, Jeff. I look at you. I can
We're
tell
not
just by
ready.
looking at you. You're not
Mario's ass not ready.
ready. No, it did not show at the party. Mario, they are holding back my boy, and I don't appreciate it.
How mighty have
Personally.
fallen.
Personally, I am not appreciating it. I don't know, Jeff. What's your expectation level?
In a weird way, that poster that they released, that we're seeing right there, and when to announce this thing, raised my expectations just some. It's like, it has a lot of good jolly vibes to that and everything. Looks like the Mushroom Kingdom. So, it was just the word like, okay, what kind of thing were they going to go for? They could have gone a lot of ways. We could have had Mario in the real world for all we knew.
Yeah.
But it's looking like we're not getting that, and that alone raises expectations a little bit. I don't know. Reading closer to this thing, I was getting, getting myself a little more excited. It's like, I'm not expecting this to be like a cinematic masterpiece or anything, but I can definitely see this being a fun, kids movie. And I think what helps it over a lot of the other video game movies we have, and this is before seeing the trailer, so we'll see how I feel after it. Compared to even like Sonic, What You Like, and Detective Pikachu, which I thought was okay too, is, hey, it is animated, so it can have completely more of the general tone of Mario, even though, it does have voice acting when normally it doesn't, but still.
Yeah, there's gonna be something weird to get over with that. But I would like, even though that's weird, I would still rather watch the movie that has voice acting. It's like,
Yeah.
I think it would be a worse movie. It's just we will have to all collectively get over that.
Yep. And we saw a leaked render, which I assume was real and everything from Mario. I was like, it looks fine. It felt like expected. I knew they were going to change the art style some, but it looks like Mario. A lot of people I saw with the render say it looks like Chris Pratt. I'm like, you guys are just trying to find a reason
Yeah, I
to
don't think so.
be weird at this point. It just looks straight up like Mario, just in a different art style, which makes sense to have for a cool movie.
It just looks like Mario from a different thing. I don't know. Yeah, you had gotten disconnected.
We must go deeper. Look at that, Darby. We're gonna go deeper.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh my god! Holy shit! You think Chris Pratt sound like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My goal for Chris Pratt in this is
Your goal for Chris Pratt.
yeah. My goal for Chris Pratt is for me to not really be able to tell it's Chris Pratt. I want him to sink into that role,
Unfortunately, I got a feeling it's just gonna be like, this is Chris Pratt. Though I haven't watched it, but I at least heard he, people liked his performance in, what was that Pixar movie called? Where it was with Tom Holland. I forget it. The one with the little blue elf people.
Onward or something.
Yeah.
I remembered that, and it barely even saw advertisements.
So, at least he has some voice acting experience.
All right, you ready, piece of man?
Always Reggie.
Actually, gonna mute that so we're not doubling up. Okay. Sorry if this is audio not synced super well. I'm sorry. I tried. Okay, we good? We good? I never started recording whatever. We're gonna do the normal recording started just in case the stream goes down. Hello, we're doing the Mario Reacts. Okay.
I'm Jeff. This is Darby. We're Nerds at Large. Hit it.
Take me away, Chris.
Nice day for a direct.
Super Mario Bros. Movie. We did it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. As we previously mentioned, in today's Nintendo Direct, we'll reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct
Watch they do this whole
also
trailer,
broadcast
and he doesn't talk in the trailer, so we still don't
simultaneously.
hear this.
That would be funny.
Hello, New York Comic Con. It's been nearly 40 years since the original Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today, lots of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much.
Nah, dead game.
True.
No one plays
Dead
Mario.
franchise.
The world of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie. We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by as we were having fun figuring out.
I'm curious what like the
Super Mario characters and
how much control Illumination has versus
I'd like to
Nintendo.
hear from Chris.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just mostly visual for Illumination, which is fine, you know, whatever.
Chris-san,
I mean, it already, the fact that it's in the world is already kind of what I wanted the Sonic movie to be. I still don't know if I would have watched it, but like, I believe you that it turned out good and everything, but it's like still the fact that it's set, both movies are just set on Earth is like, why? Why?
Yeah.
It's a Sonic movie. Why are you doing this? It already makes me more interested in this than I was in Sonic. I also just like Mario more than Sonic.
Next week, we complete animation. We're knee-deep into lighting and compositing. Composer
Just
Brian
interested to
Tyler
see like with the
has
story. I mean,
been
obviously the story is going to be. Most of these kids' movie stories are very simple, but Mario takes simplicity to a whole nother level. It's like never been about story at all. In fact, they push hard against it being about story. So it is kind of an interesting one.
Making this movie together. And it is thrilling to finally be here to show the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con. Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
No, you
okay,
remind you.
Chris-san. Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
Keenan Michael
Both
Key.
of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun movie. Are you ready?
Growing up, man, I spent
He's here.
hours
Yep,
of my
you're
life
right. Also.
stomping Koopas
Hey, it's the voice.
in the original Mario
Sneak peek.
Brothers arcade
Spoilers.
game at my
This
local
black background's so blurry.
Yeah.
And then of course it came out on Nintendo.
Looks like he's in a
He
shower.
doesn't want to get doxxed.
That's fair.
It's an honor.
The bookshelf would have given it away. His exact home
It
address.
just looks like we're drunk. We're on a date with Chris Pratt. We got like really drunk and we're just sitting here talking. It's like, fucking.
Been a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario.
Don't lie, Chris Pratt. You never thought this would ever.
That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge.
Oh.
As in the film, I must face off against an utterly ruthless.
Oh, here he
scene
comes.
stealer. Every great hero needs a diabolical enemy, and I promise you, I could not have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great and hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me. While you've been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on. And this flowing mane doesn't just appear overnight. Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire?
I think I said it when the announcement came. I feel like it's one of those, like, once we see trailers, like, yeah, Jack Black and Bowser just fix.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're all. Every one of them's gonna be slightly weird.
Yeah.
As well as
That we're gonna have to get over.
Nintendo and Illumination team.
Just hearing them say more than "rah" or "it's a me," you know, it's like
Yeah.
more than like 2 to 3 words, lines is gonna be kind of interesting.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san. All right then. Thank you all for waiting.
Who's Seth Rogen
Let's
playing?
press
A
the
Donkey
start
Kong. Donkey Kong. Oh
Oh,
shit.
Donkey Kong be a stoner.
Bleh.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Open the gates!
I hope someone throws him off a mountain.
Yeah, no. No, we're not fighting for Mario. He killed my son.
Of our fury, do you yield? I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
He got isekai'd.
Straight up. Straight up. Yes.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
So they get so precious little. He doesn't
wanna thank all of
quite
you
sound
for being
Italian enough,
And we're excited
but it wasn't egregiously awful. I mean, it just sounds like a main character of a kid's thing or whatever. He doesn't necessarily sound like Mario, but it was so little. It's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Currently,
Not
like
gonna
any Nintendo game, we're working on the
freak
finishing
out
touches.
too much.
I hope you're looking forward.
But I didn't like how just kind of American white guy he sounded like necessarily, but oh well.
You'll get to see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen. Look closely and you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for today.
Well, if I want to
See
cheer
you
for
next
Bowser.
spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
Well, what'd you think, Jeffrey?
I think it looked neat. Obviously, yeah, just more of the typical teaser trailer, not showing a crazy bunch off. I like the little vibe we got going on. I appreciate, again, first trailer, so stuff could change. When we see more footage, but immediately not like minion-fying everything, which I think with Illumination was making it was a fear you can have.
Yeah,
Again,
I wouldn't even know what that would mean in this context, and we still don't. We know we have so little of the actual writing of this, whatever. So it's like, yeah, definitely not enough to immediately know if the writing is not going to annoy us or whatever. But from the little bit we got, like that part of it didn't.
I like how I think it's at least again going off the little voice clips that we have at the moment. Chris Pratt sounds like Chris Pratt. I don't think that's surprising. At least like without knowing about it, I don't think like Jack Black as Bowser for a lot of that immediately is like, oh, that's just Jack Black.
No, it's still set. It's weird. We're gonna have to get over it.
I know.
We're gonna say it's weird for everything.
Hearing you guys say full sentences is just weird in general. And Keegan-Michael Key, like, I don't think you could actually tell that's him as Toad. Like,
No.
It could be funnier if it was just his straight up voice, but
it still doesn't. I want a little more Toad.
Yeah.
I wanted them to be like insufferable, just like awful at the ears, just the whole damn time. But I guess they might be having him as the person who's traveling around with Mario most of the movie. So
this kind of guide. Also, something fun from the trailer. I didn't actually. You don't need to do the audio if you want. Just go back to that Toad real quick.
and I do before we end want to listen to the audio again at some point, but I don't have it on right now.
I just want to go with the Toad real quick. Something I just want to see. Also, like how with the different locales that they're showing so far.
Yes, whatever. I'll give them audio.
Okay.
Why not? All right. I'm so sorry. Hi.
Yep.
That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure because on the poster that they showed, there's a toad. It makes sense that it might be the quote unquote main toad that's right there, has that backpack on and everything. It's very reminiscent of Captain Toad's. So I wonder if some fun little thing will be for little side plot for this toad is becoming the captain.
Becoming
Capitan
captain.
Todd.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be amazing.
'Cause I also really liked on the backpack for the poster, it has like little patches from different kingdoms from Odyssey. Like it had the Mushroom Kingdom, it had the Sand Kingdom,
His
and
little,
it had another one on there.
the
I'm forgetting.
poster. you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and I'm sure it's like on there,
Yeah.
but it's
That's
easier
cool.
to see because the back's facing it.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. All
So
the
I feel like this will just be one of those fun movies as well because I think Miyamoto said as much like right afterwards that this has a whole bunch of Easter eggs. Like there seems to be a lot just even in the trailer that'll just be fun to watch and just to see.
Yeah. I'm sure. I can let it play and like quiet behind us, whatever.
But at least again, so far, I think as far as like a potential Mario, like any possible Mario movie, that's the tone that they're showing is good.
Yeah.
And about the best we could probably hope for.
It needed to break a little bit for like feel a little tonally different than a Mario game in some ways. Again, just because of how fucking simple Mario is. You're just gonna have to add a lot to it, a lot more to it than you even do with other. Because this adaptation, it's gonna have to be its own story in some way because the Mario story doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
For a movie, you know what I mean? Like the bare bones of sure Bowser's trying to kidnap Peach. Sure, you're gonna have to add so much more onto that, so many layers onto that to make a movie anyway. So this is like an adaptation, but it's really just taking a world and making a probably new story with it.
And I think Mario's a good thing to kind of have like a blank canvas because they're simple like overarching things as far as like people's roles in the story and stuff. But yeah, there's so many like. You know, the penguins. We've seen the penguins throughout Mario history, but they, for the most part, they don't have things. So just making it like it's an ice kingdom with a king or whatever that think they're so tough, but they're actually a bunch of weak ass bitches.
Yeah,
it's like that makes sense, and that's kind of a fun thing to like, play on all the Mario stuff and kind of mess around with them.
You have a lot to go with, but it's going to be things like that where it's like, they'll take like a very simple
and
enemy and give them a personality.
And actually having the Power Star there, it's like, is that necessarily a surprising thing? Not necessarily, but again, that the star just is inherently a very gamey thing. So it's like, okay, that for the most part doesn't really have a real story purpose and
right. Well, that's the type of thing.
That's how you progress. Like, okay, Bowser's after the star or the star or stars. Like, what exactly do those do?
Right. You have to fill in all of those gaps. You have to like, take the like weird game things that if you ask Miyamoto, what does this mean? He'd be like, I don't know. It's a fucking star, dude. It's like, it's a video game. And so you got to like take all of that and actually, there's a lot more original writing you have to do for this movie. But like all the dry bones and stuff, it's cool.
And it looks like
Luigi
it looks like a cast.
Yeah, they're
like
obviously
it's not
going,
just a straight up like Luigi's Mansion thing, unfortunately, which would be fun if they had a little thing and that's what Luigi did to do a little nod to his series. But
this is a nod to his. I mean, the fact they didn't put him in the spooky looking thing, running from spooky looking things by a coincidence. That was not a coincidence. Yeah.
So I imagine what Luigi's plot's going to be is like, again, based on the way Mario got out of the pipe and look around, he's getting isekai'd. Luigi probably follows Mario, gets isekai'd himself, but is in a much scarier place and situation from the offset, and they may not meet till like close to the end.
I wonder if they're from New York. Or if they just
100%. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume so. It would be funny if like Mario goes on, like Luigi and Mario both go on their adventures and like Luigi knows Mario's there, but Mario doesn't really know Luigi's there until like close to the end. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, I was looking for you.
I forgot who's playing Kamek.
I kind of was forgetting to, let's see. At least the voice sounded good. A good Kamek voice.
Yeah, I think I know the guy. I think I can picture his face, but I don't know his name. But if you I mean,
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Do you have a picture of him? I think I know who it is. Okay, never mind. Nope, don't know. Yeah, it looks. I mean, visually, it does look very like Minions, other things like that. Not in a bad way, like just production value wise, where it's like good. It's good, but I mean, it's like a little generic looking, but it looks good. You know, it's like I think it'll work. I don't really love Bowser's face. It's like facial animations, but it looks a little too goofy to me. Like he needs to be a little more. I don't know, like the expressiveness or whatever. Like even that. Like it looks a little more goofy than I would like for him to.
I think that's just part of, at least partly. So I mean, yeah, if it's partly being goofy, that's personal preference, all that. But yeah, again, that's going to be just another weird thing of just seeing all these expressions on people's faces.
Yeah. I don't think any of them are egregiously bad. It's not gonna. I won't be able to get over it with Jack Black and Chris Pratt.
So fun thing that also got leaked right beforehand. I figured she would be in this trailer, but I'll try to see if I can find it. We actually have the model for Peach that leaked out on some other thing.
Nice.
Let's see.
I just want to see that poster again. That's a cool poster. Very cool poster. All right. Well, we should probably wrap it up soon, so it's a pretty short video we put out.
Yep, I will show you this real quick. Anyone else who's... Sorry, kind of I could have probably find a better one somewhere, but...
Oh, nice.
All
All right, cool.
good. But yeah, Mario movie, we finally get to see what this is about. Hear Chris Pratt for 2 seconds.
Yeah. What we've always dreamed of.
But now that we've seen like the general style they're going for and everything, it's like, I'm allowing myself to get a little excited.
Yeah.
Again, as long as you don't get excited, like, this is going to be the greatest movie ever. I think if you're a Mario fan, you'll probably have fun with this.
Well, a charming kids movie.
Yep.
And it's something I actually have somewhat of an attachment to. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Yep. Alrighty, well, tune back in to Nerds at Large Gaming Podcast for, I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but we're going to talk about a bunch of other things. So tune in and it'll be a good time. So, but until then, bye.
Bye.